What's going on, YouTube? Just gonna do a quick video on the wagon. Now, what I did the other day is I hooked up my power steering. Now, a lot of people on these H22 swaps, they're using the H23 or H22 Prelude power steering pump. Now, what you're looking at right here is the stock power steering pump. This is a F22 A6 power steering pump, same as F22 A1, A6, A4, whatever. Anyways, this whole setup is F22. Now, I just want to discuss how you're going to make this work on a H22. First things first, that bolt right, or that hole right there, if you remember on your stock F22, it kind of lines up there. It doesn't line up at all on this F22. And what you're going to want to do is just slice that off, because it's going to end up hitting the hood, I think, also. So anyways, slice that off. Looks a little cleaner too. Next thing I did, if you look right here, I have a nut and a washer. I use that as a spacer. I know it's a little ghetto, but there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's in there nice and tight. And this top bolt is in there also. So I don't have this third one in for support, but I think it's going to be okay because it lined up well and the belt is lined up perfectly straight. Now, if you look at this power steering pump, let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's got 3 indentions. Or 3 ribs, whatever you want to call it. Now, this is the F22 pulley. If you're running the H22 power steering, or if you're running the H22 crankshaft pulley, it's going to have 1 extra rib on it. Now, really easy if you want to swap it out. If you're running the H22 crankshaft pulley, you're going to want to swap out this. It's a 17 millimeter and it's reverse threaded. So to tighten it, you go lefty tighty, righty loosey, whatever. Anyways, and the pulley's going to be a little bit smaller on the H22. But this is all F22 right here, and it fits good, doesn't hit the hood. Now, there was a little bit of lines right there, or marking from hitting the hood earlier, because I was trying to figure it out. And also, another thing that help actually a lot is to adjust your hood latch. If you don't mind it sitting up a little bit higher than normal, you're going to get a little bit more clearance. I did that anyways because I do have a charge speed rep grill that's going to go along this whole area. It's going to be pretty sweet. Anyways, that's how you do it right there. And then if it's making noise or doesn't feel good, turn all the way to the left, let it sit for a little bit, add power steering fluid, turn all the way to the right, add power steering fluid. Just keep doing that until the air comes out. You're practically bleeding it, but you don't want to go and overflow your reservoir. Now, I've driven this, I think, about an hour, and the belt's doing fine. Has not wanted to go one way or the other. It's doing good. Start it up real quick to show you how it works. There it is. Works good. Now, little test that I was doing right there, just to make sure it's actually planted and safe. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm grabbing this, I'm feeling how much this is vibrating, or a better reference would be something that's actually bolted down. Let's say your power steering fluid reservoir. I'm holding that. Okay, it's I can still feel that it has air in the system. I need to add a little bit more. You can kind of feel it, but feel that. I don't know. Feel your intake manifold. If they're shaking about the same amount, you know that that thing's planted in. Now, don't use this as an example because it's not planted in the motor, but you get the point. It's working pretty good. I like it. A lot of people think it's big and ugly and stupid to have power steering, but it's working on my car. I'm not taking it out, and I've driven 2 years without power steering, and I'll tell you one thing, it's a hell of a lot easier. Get a little better look on this. And another thing that I want to mention is something really stupid that I did. There was a little setback the other day. What happened was that washer that's in between the block and this nut, it actually fell down my timing cover all the way to the bottom. So if you have an open timing cover, make sure you put a rag in the way so that doesn't happen. And the reason I'm having that washer there is so it's flush and the tension's distributed equally. Anyways, I had to pop off all that crap down there, do that, you know. Only took about 40 minutes, but it's because I've done it a long time. Or I've done it multiple times, so. Here it is. Running good. Just drove it 4 hours the other day. So, it's doing pretty good. Catch you guys later. Thanks for the support.